Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to the Rise of the Golden Idol. Oh, it feels so good to say that again. It feels so good to say that again. In the last episode, we completed the Lemurian Phoenix. Now, it has been a few months since then, and in that time, not only has DLC 3, the Age of Restraint, come out, but also DLC 4, the Curse of the Last Reaper. I mean, this one came out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, very recently. Very recently. I'm quite intrigued. This seems to be pirate themed, which I would not have guessed. If you had asked me, Kallista, what's the fourth DLC going to be about? I would not have said pirates, obviously. So I'm quite intrigued by this, but, you know, first things first. First things first, DLC 3, the Age of Restraint. I'm quite intrigued by this. This gemstone on this guy's head, and that's a lady on her head as well, because if I remember correctly, in the main game, what's his face? What was it? Echo Secunda? Yeah, I believe that when Oriel was reviewing the tablets, having those memories implanted into his head, there was some mention of, I have a gemstone on my forehead that prevents me from lying, but I found a way to get around that. At least I'm pretty sure that was a thing. It's been quite a while since I played the main game, however, my memory, generally speaking, is quite sound. I've got a pretty good memory. I swear down there was some mention of a gemstone on the forehead, so I'm quite intrigued by this. Witness the Age of Restraint, in which an ancient society cracks down on dangerous technology. Okay. Hi there. Oh. Fruits of Disobedience. A tragic occurrence in an ancient orchard. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we've got a Vimto River. Well, it's a bit too pink to be Vimto, but like, I'm gonna call it the Vimto River. What the hell is this? What? Where do I start? I see an area over this way, so we'll start over here and move our way across. Okay, ooh. I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink, the canal is blue. Sir, the family members with me in the spike fruit orchard used only our approved tools today, and everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. Lemuria, if we finish before your uncle and aunt today and prove that Yelders are the lifeblood of these orchards, I will take you to a spiel dance performance. Do not disappoint me, son. Okay. You have some very nice eyelashes. I can't tell. Because you would assume that this is Lemuria, but it's the... Like, those are some very feminine eyelashes. So I'm like, is this... Have you written a note for Lemuria and you just haven't been able to hand it off to them yet? Or do you just have long eyelashes? This is either Lemuria or Lemuria's mother. Before giving your testimony, let's make sure your temporary veridola is calibrated. Repeat after me. I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. Okay. Okay, and Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, these are the gemstones that prevent you from lying, because if you lie, they light up. So you are a sentinel. And yeah, the canal is pink. And you have a temporary wrong. What were you calling it? Temporary Veridola. Okay. Yeah, and you're not a sentinel, so it's flashed. Well, it's pink here, but I would assume it's actually red. Yeah, this is flashing red, but it's coloured in pink here. Okay. Okay, but so this... Ooh. I'm sorry, we're getting, like, actual testimonials here. And we can see if they're being honest or if they're lying. Oh, okay. So what's happened here? You don't have anything on you. Okay, we've got something. We have a thing. Excellent. Okay. Those are shoes. That's shoes with meat in them. I'm concerned. I'm a bit concerned. Oh. I went to the glut fruit orchard with my grandfather for the harvest. What else is there to say? I harvested glut fruit. So that... Okay, so you did go to the glut fruit orchard with your grandfather, but you didn't harvest glut fruit. You did something else. Okay. My colleagues are interviewing your family members separately. Please recount your day to me. Okay. My son was just killed, and they raid my orchards and strap us in veridolas like we're liars. Oh! Oh, you fool! Be calm, father. I'll miss Lorem as much as you will. Lies. Aren't they simply ensuring that the truth is revealed? That is... Wait a minute. My son was just killed. You're addressing him as father. So your brother... Your brother's been killed, and you're just like, I fucking hate my brother. I hate him. I'm not gonna miss him in the slightest. I do like that. They're treating us like we're liars. 2 minutes later, your own son lies. Like, oh yeah, I'll totally miss him. I'll miss Lorem. That must sting. That must sting for you. Why the Yelders should inherit the orchards. My brother is lazy, his wife is disrespectful, my nephew is useless. All 3 Lurvels have yet to prove their worth to the orchards. My parents will see the truth soon enough. Property of Nada Yelder. Okay. Okay, and that matches up with, you prove that the Yelders are the lifeblood of these orchards. Okay. Okay, so we've got a family orchard, and the parents have had 2 sons, I think. Yeah. There might be other siblings, but I think we're focusing. If it's your brother who's died, yeah, there might be other siblings, but I think what I'm getting from this is that we've got 2 brothers who are vying for control of the orchards. One brother thinks I should have it, t'other brother thinks I should have it. If there are any other siblings, I get they maybe don't give a shit. They're just like, whatever happens to the orchards is whatever happens. Like, we don't care. Okay, you have another one of these things. Okay. So you deny that misuse was behind this. Raska, be forthcoming with information. Nobody will be punished. Somebody's gonna be punished. Technological Abuse Report 792013. Offence. Violation of National Restraint Policy. Location. Tanska Orchards, Xenopolis. Evidence. Fused organic matter. Culprit to be determined. Punishment. Memory removal. Okay. So, yeah, you're one of the people who's had it implanted in there. By it, I mean Veridola. You're someone who's had it implanted in your skull. You should know better. You should know better. See? The range is short and its uses are limited. My children and I obey the charter with exactness. I assume my husband Tanis told you the same thing? Okay. So, I'm assuming this is Tanis. I'm assuming these are the elders. And then you've got the kerfuffle with their kids who are, you know, there's infighting, like, oh, I want to inherit. No, I want to inherit. No, I want to inherit. Da 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 da. Okay. And you're being honest here. Got it. And, oh, what the? Excuse me. No. Piss off. The man is not breathing. Well, oh, he's got shit coming out of his eyes. You don't look so good. He don't look so good. He's got a doohickey. This. I don't even know what to make of this. His body is just, So, how is this? Yeah, they all, it's like a little uniform. The yellow boots, how? I'm just saying, unless there's a very injured person in here, or there's another... Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere else that's jumping out to me like, oh yeah, you can go here. Unless there's a deeply injured person behind this window. Those are your legs. And that's a clean cut. There's not even any blood. That is an extremely clean cut. How the hell? And there's no blood in here either. I'm thinking, how have you ended up here? And your legs are here. Because if something happened here, you would expect there to be a crap ton of blood leading to where the rest of the body was dumped. If something happened here... I mean, it looks like... So this... I think this is like a... Like a big containment thing. Like a big basket thing. And it looks like it's been tipped. You see, these are all just like straight up. I think this one's been like tipped to get the body in. Which would imply the body was dumped here. So yeah, you would expect blood. Because the other alternative is something happened here, body is placed, and then some weirdo decides, I'm gonna cut off his legs, and I'm gonna take the legs, and I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna stand the legs up. That's weird. That's real weird behavior. I have many questions. I have many questions. Oh, Okay, yeah, that can go. Harvest Day assignments. Glut Fruit, Etham Tanis, Spike Fruit, Nada, Lemuri, and Raska, Bait Fruit, Lorum, and Vel. Okay. So... Oh! Okay. So you... Oh, okay. So we're using like teleportation for harvesting. Okay. Okay. Clearly they're meant to be going over there, but they're coming out here. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're still looking. We're still looking. No. No. There we go. Safety Charter approved by Sentinels. Farmers may only use approved harvesters comprising neck, extendable for use on bait fruit plants. Time, keep raise range to about a hand's length. Ferrule corresponds to a specific bin's portal. Transmitter, pointed at ground during use. Grip for holding. Safeguard, supplied by Sentinels, prevents targeting of any matter except for fruit, prevents invalid harvester configurations. Okay. No one did. Please let us grieve in peace. Whatever happened today was an accident. Where did you take my son? So this is a lie, but this is true. Okay, what are you answering? Your son is being questioned in the spike fruit orchard. This is all standard procedure for our investigations. Why do you fear us? And this is true. An approved harvester could not have caused this atrocity. Which of you broke the charter? Okay, so which of you broke the charter? And you're saying no one did, but I get, here's the thing. For whatever to have happened. Oh, I get it. I get, so these people, they use teleportation for harvesting. So someone's done something that's broken the charter. Someone's fucked with something on this. And prevents targeting of any matter except for fruit. So if I'm understanding this correctly, so if this person here, if they turned around and pointed it at this person's head, it would have no effect because it's set up that, like, it'll only target fruit. So you swing around, take this, nothing's gonna happen. It'd be a, what was her face? Tessa Navari, you know, like, take this empathy ray. Nothing's happening, love. Pack your shit up, you're being evicted. It'd be a repeat of that. Because these harvesters are only set up to gather fruit. But if someone's fucked with that, then theoretically you could target other stuff. So I'm thinking we know someone who apparently isn't gonna miss Lorum. Yeah, my son was just killed. Oh, I'll miss Lorum as much as you will. I'm thinking, was this an accident? Something happened, maybe it broke. And just like, was this a terrible accident, or was this something that someone did on purpose because they wanted to ensure that the orchard would go to them? So yeah, so you got teleported. This could be a red herring. That's a thought. This could be a red herring. These people seem to think that a harvester did this. We should maintain an open mind, but let's follow their theory for a minute. So they've come to the conclusion. That would also explain why there's no blood, though. It might also explain the clean cut. You just got teleported away and your legs weren't included in that. It could be a red herring, but it would make so much sense. Let's follow their logic. Let's follow their logic. Okay, so they've come to the conclusion a harvester did this. And you're saying which of you broke the charter, and you're saying no one did, but you know logically someone must have. If a harvester is responsible for this, then someone is clearly fucked with one. So logically, someone must have. So yeah, that's why this is a lie. Whatever happened today was an accident, but you don't know the reason why. Someone's clearly fucked with a harvester, but was this an accident or was this murder? And I assume... Here's the thing, it's a... I mean, they're asking them questions. I would assume that the Veridolas aren't omnipotent. It's a lie tester. It's a lie detector. It's not omnipotent. I mean, if the Veridola knew what happened here, then you wouldn't have any need to question any of these people. You'd just need a way to be like, Veridola, tell us what happened. I assume that you've realised someone's fucked with the harvesters, but you are choosing to believe that it was an accident. Because who wants to think that potentially someone in your family is capable of, killing another member of the family? No one wants to think that, so maybe you've just gone, right, it was definitely an accident. I believe it to be an accident because I don't want to consider any other options. And so that's why this is true. You believe that to be the truth, therefore it would flag up as the truth. You don't believe this to be the truth. That's why it flags up as a lie. I think that would be logical. That would make sense. Lurum Lurvel handles a glut fruit. Tanska Family Orchards voted best fruit planters in Lemuria. You have quite the schnoz. You have quite the schnoz on you, my dear. Modified time requires modified safeguard to work. I'll need to adjust that as well then. It will be so much more efficient. Better reach means quicker work. I'll test it today. I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. Okay. And we've got a bunch of stuff that's just been... I'm pretty sure... One second. There was... Yeah, okay. So this is a harvester that's been taken apart. Okay, well, hello. You're right. Oh! Patu! Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long from the first game. The first game, the guy who got blue hair boy high off his tits so that he could go and retrieve his clan's tablet. Oh, brain. Brain. It's in their brain. Again? I swear down he was called Ergin Patu. I swear down. Tarvik Patu and Marina Freppo have joined hands in marriage. In line with Lemurian tradition, their new family name will be Tavrina. Okay, so Tavik, Marina, Tavrina. So this is a culture built on ship names. Okay. Got it. Well, that's all our words. That's all our spots. Okay. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, we have an orchard. The family is harvesting. Something has happened. I mean, we have one that's been abandoned. These look like the same parts. This does seem innocent. And admittedly, if you were planning on killing someone, because this is like out in the open, you wouldn't leave like, oh, this'll be so great, I'm a murderer man. I'm a murderer man. You wouldn't leave that in a note out and about. You wouldn't write that down and then just leave that where anyone could find. This could be a double bluff. Like, oh yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna write some notes that indicate I had, you know, no motive for this, but secretly I'm like, oh, I want to kill someone. In my head, I want to commit murder, but I'm gonna write down that I had, you know, no malice in my heart, and then I can use that at the trial. When I go to court, I can put forth this as evidence that says, oh, well, I didn't intend to do any murdering, Your Honor. I didn't intend to do any murdering, Mr. or Mrs. Judge. But still, we'll talk about motives later, but for right now, so we've got this family orchard. There seems to be a divide in the family. We've got two brothers. Maybe there are other siblings. But it does seem like the main conflict seems to be with these two brothers, where they both want the orchard. And this guy... Yeah, I think that's a fella. I think that's a fella. So, yeah, this guy at least wants the orchard. I don't know how the parents feel, but either way, there's this whole kerfuffle. The family is split. The family is divided. A harvester has been adapted, changed. Yeah, I think you were probably harvesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing, I'm like the green and the pink. Okay, so yeah, I think you were harvesting. And then either on purpose or on accident, a harvester was directed over here, teleportation, splat. And then the police have been called. And everyone's just kind of scrambling. Everyone's just like, oh shit. what's happened here then. Okay. Yeah, that is the thought. Was this intentional? Or was this accidental? Because as I said, if you're planning on murdering someone, you're not going to write, I'm going to do a murder on some paper and then leave that out and about. Like, it's not like this is a particularly secret area. Anyone could go through that door, probably up some stairs and then into this room and find it. It's not even like it's in a safe or anything. It's just out and about. If you were plotting to murder someone, you wouldn't leave those notes out and about. I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. You didn't have anything. Nada, okay. My brother is lazy. His wife is disrespectful. My nephew is useless. Yeah, okay. The brother is dead. I'm pretty sure it's the brother who's died. So that narrows it down to either the wife or the nephew, who didn't like how Nada was talking about them. I'm thinking the nephew. Because, oh, I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. And this is, oh, it'll be so much more efficient, better reach, quicker work. That speaks to someone who is trying to prove their usefulness, not someone who's trying to say, like, oh, I am respectful. I am respectful. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, do. Okay. Hello, why are you locked? Why are you... We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's do some names. Let's do some names. And you with the schnoz. Well, there goes my timer. So we 30 minutes down. We'll start going again. Okay. That schnoz. That schnoz. So I think you are Lurum Lervel. You're Nada Yelda, I think. Yeah, Nada Yelda. There was, you. Yeah, so you deny that misuse was behind this. Raska, be forthcoming. So you're right there. So I think you're Raska. Yeah, my husband Tanis. And yeah, Tanska. Tanis, Raska. So they are Tanska. And then okay. I'm trying to think, like, how many people are married? How many people are married? Because we need to be thinking of that. The naming conventions. When people get married, they take a new surname. So Loram is married. Loram is married. His wife is disrespectful. Okay, so you're a Yelda. Yeah, this has to be. Yeah, I think this is Lemuria. Lemuria just has very long eyelashes. I think. Yeah, because your grandfather. So yeah, these are both children. Meaning one of them has to be Loram's son. So yeah, I think you're Lemuria. Lemuria. I would. I'm like, where is your wife? Where is your wife? Maybe she's just not here. She's just not here. I would assume you would inherit your father's and mother's new surname. So yeah, I think you're both Lavelles. And in which case you're probably yeah, Loram and Vel. And then that just leaves Etham. What we actually had yeah, Etham. So yeah, Tanis, Nada, Lemuria, Raska, Loram and Vel. So yeah, you must be Etham. Okay, everything is correct. Lovely jubbly. The fruits. Okay, so yeah, which fruits are which? Well, I mean, we had, you can go. Yeah, Loram with a glut fruit. Words, come back here. Glut fruit. So next we just have... We have spite fruit. There we go. Yeah, spite fruit and bait fruit. I mean, I'm thinking, like... Surely you do it so, like, glut fruit, spite fruit, bait fruit. I'm like, surely that's common sense. Do I want to rely on common sense? Who was doing what? Who was doing what? Wait. You don't have anything. Oh no, that's a thought. That's how we can find out, because they have different symbols. See, we don't need to be looking for the glut fruit. So, spite fruit is Nada. So what does Nada have? Nada has the triangle. So yeah, so that's spite fruit. Okay, so spite fruit is yellow. And then that must be bait fruit. Okay, everything is correct. You want 1 second, yeah, you can... No, you can go. There we go. The family. How is each of these people related to the deceased? Okay, so I think these are the parents. That's your brother. That's your missus. That's your kid. And that's your nephew. I think. Yes, I think. They're your parents. That is your nephew. That is your child. That is your spouse, and that is your sibling. There we go. Okay. Then the orchards, the harvester, and the events. Who was in which orchard when the death occurred? Okay. I mean, we have, you know, maybe having the names up as well might be handy. So, yeah, glut fruit, spite fruit, and then bait fruit. So yeah, everything's matching up here. Okay, so in the pink place was Loram and Vel, and then did anyone lie? These were the assignments, yes. But that's not to say that's where they were when the death occurred. Okay. You're just saying that whatever happened was an accident. You're not talking about where you were. You're being honest about your location, but... Wait, no. This is, this would be the kid. Nada said that someone was useless. That would be you. Oh, buddy. Buddy. No, wrong person. Everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. Do you just believe that to be true, or do you know that to be true? I'm... Better reach. Because we have, Yeah, this is the modification. This is the modification. The plant pot looking thing. All the others have just like a little simple... a simple doohickey. This one has a plant pot. For better reach. Yet modified time will require modified safeguard. So the time keeps the range very short, so you need to be up close to whatever you're trying to grab. And this is the thing that keeps it to, like, fruit. I presume specific fruit. I'm thinking you were so nervous. You were like, you know, my uncle thinks that I'm useless. I'm not useless. So I'm gonna make it so the harvesters can not only, like, extend their reach, but, like, any harvester can pick up any fruit. No. Yeah, so I guess you were just trying to extend the reach, I think. You weren't trying to prove that, you know, any harvester can be used to grab any fruit, because this line is for these fruits. So you were just trying to show, oh, if we can be farther away, then that'll mean less walking to and fro, like we can get our jobs done quicker. And because the safeguard is what connects it to fruit, zap, oh, buddy. Buddy. Oh, if what I think happened, you're gonna have some serious trauma. You're gonna have some serious trauma after this if what I think happened. Yeah, okay, so in the glut fruit is Etham and Tanis. In spike fruit is oh, I don't know why. I think it's because these have little pink things on them, so I assume they're that. No. So yeah, Nada, Lemuria, and Raska, and then yeah, everything is correct. Okay, the harvester. Okay, Let me bring that up. And then the words. Okay. So, the neck extendable. Time keeps the ray's range to about a hand's length. Feral corresponds to a specific bin's portal. Transmitter pointed at the ground. Well, I mean, that's pointed at the ground. The grip is for holding. And the safe... I mean, literally, approved by sentinels. This has the sentinel mark on it. So I think that's... what colours? Okay, these ones. So yeah, I think that's the safeguard. Transmitter is pointed at the ground. This is the area that has the, yeah, this is the area that has the bins on them, so I think that's... bring that up. Yeah, so I think that's the feral. And then we have, the neck, the tine, and the grip. But we have, modified tine. My thought is that this would be the neck because this looks like it can expand. I mean, you're... Yeah, I'm thinking that's the grip, because that's what Raska was holding on to. So yeah, this just leaves the neck and the tine. I mean, if you want to modify the tine, you also need to modify the safeguard. I would assume because they're touching each other. The tine comes after the safeguard. Tine, and that would make that the neck. Okay, everything is correct. That just leaves events. I think think this is the story of a young boy trying to prove, like, I'm not useless. I'm not useless. My uncle says I'm useless, but I'm not useless. Therefore, I'll rejig our harvesters so that they can reach longer. They'll have longer reach. And I need to mess with this part in order to do that, not realizing that will mean matter other than fruit will also be targeted. He went off with his grandfather to harvest these things. He snuck away into the brush. And yeah, because he'd be across the river. He'd be across the river, showing, A, we can stand from further away. He targets it, and it doesn't just target the fruit, it targets the whole tree and the person stood behind the tree, aka his own father. And it all gets, the mess gets teleported over here. Someone calls the police because, you know, like, oh shit, I've just seen a member of my family just get zapped away and now his body is in here. That's horrific. So someone's phoned the police. Meanwhile, you've dumped the thing and then run back. And now the family's just scrambling, I think. I don't think you intended to do this. I don't think you intended to kill your dad. I think you just were like, I'm not useless. I'm not useless. Ooh, blank the blank. Oh, I miss this. I miss this. Okay. I think this is, yeah, I think this is... I think this is Ethan. Ethan Lavelle modified the... He wanted to modify the time of a harvester. No, excuse me. To extend its reach. Do we have reach? Range, there we go. In the process, the safeguard was also, I would say removed, but I guess was also modified. While in the Glutfruit orchard, Ethan Lavelle aimed a harvester at, I don't think he has no reason to kill his dad. He's got no reason to kill his dad, so I think he was, we have plant. Yeah, I was gonna say tree, but no, I think it's plant. A bait fruit. While in a Glutfruit orchard, Ethan Lavelle aimed a harvester at a bait fruit plant. And then Lurum Lavelle was behind the plant, and so was I guess, oh, two or fewer. Oh, not fused. There we go. There we are. You have solved the scenario. Ethan Lavelle wanted to prove that he and his family were assets to the orchards, so he created a more effective harvester. However, in the process, he made it much more dangerous and accidentally killed his father. Afterwards, sentinels arrived to investigate the accident. Oh, it feels so good to be doing this again. Ooh, work chat. Top 3 highlights from last night's drinks event. Go. Okay, so yeah, it's going down, it's not going across. That won't make any sense. So, yeah, top 3 highlights from last night's drinks event. Go. Easy. Love a boy serenading you over the PA system. Please do not remind me. Keep dreaming, sweetheart. Moving on, how about your flawless impression of Patala? You sneezed without authorization. Prepare to be vaporized. My masterpiece. That was amazing. Speaking of Patala's wrath, how could we forget the old-timer's speech about ending the restraint policy? I was merely being ironic. It was quite the manifesto. Soon, all Lemurians will agree. We have the power, but are unwilling to use it. This cannot stand. The strong must dominate the weak. So much fuss over a drunken joke. Joke or not, we might have to tell Mommy and Daddy. Better safe than sorry. No, please, I beg you. Patala has no sense of humour. Relax, they're messing with you. We all know you never would have meant something like that. Oh, right, of course. Very droll. Okay. Oh, that opens up this one. Alrighty then. Oh, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It feels so good. It feels so good to be playing this again. I miss this. Seeing this DLC, and then more recently, the last DLC, seeing them in my Steam library and not being able to play them. It was tough. It was really tough, but now I do. Now I get to wipe my grubby little mitts all over them, and yes, I'm excited. In the next episode, we move on to the second scenario, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.